Welcome to hole number one of this International Party 9-hole cup. This first course here, this is the Wiseacre Ranch. I think it's based in Texas. We're giving this one 3.5 back, 2 bars of right spin. As you can see in the example, I am playing this shot with a 10% max adjustment. As well, I'm playing it with a Kingmaker. My footage that you're watching is from a weekend round, and I really thought I had a good chance with this adjustment. You could definitely play this one with a Titan ball, and depending on the level of your extra mile, you might even be able to go with something a little bit less. Bottom line, you want to bring it over that bunker and leave yourself a little bit of room here because we're going to play a second shot sniper. Now, I have this sniper set up at 10% min, and you're going to see me make that adjustment exactly. It's going to be 2 bars of back, 1 right spin. Now, I actually end up over pulling the rings here on this one a little bit. Now, you be the judge if it's because my actual ring pull was wrong, or if we might need to have played this one at 0% minimum. It's really, I'm going to miss slightly to the right, and I do think I've set it up overall pretty good. And you're also going to see how I come down into the bunker here, like just a tiny little smidge right there. I don't think that's really the problem. I mean, maybe by a little smidgen, but overall, clean setup, nice look at it. This one, it's not quite going to drop, needed a little bit less, but you're going to see some booms in this video. Believe me, baby, on to hole number 2. All right, hole number 2, sticking with that Texas theme here. We need to get something going. I play this shot at 0% maximum adjustment with a navigator and a sniper. Best I can reckon, I played 0.6 bars of topspin here in this rough bump example. And I do have the top of that yellow ring just touching the fairway. And, you just need to make a clean pull here. Like I said, 0% max, just a couple of rings with this very low and generous wind. Now, it does look like I gave this like 1 pixel of right curl there. I don't know that that's going to make a massive difference, but nice little bump, beautiful roll. Let's go, baby. We'll see you on hole number 3. Hole number 3, we have our first par 5. Now, this one, I believe, is based in Japan. I'm going to go 4.5 bars of top spin here and about 1 bar of left spin. I do have the top right of my red ring there. You'll see just touching about halfway into that rough. I think I pull it back a smidge here. Yeah, and I got the edge of that red ring with the adjustment. But the bottom line here you see is we're taking the right path with a 10% max adjustment. We're bouncing over the rough, and you're going to see a shadow here on the fairway. I use that as a little bit of a guideline. We're going to get just about to the end of the last shadow. So second shot then, you'll see in the example, I am using a katana. So then I bring in a Viper because I don't quite have the reach that I need having that lower level ball for this rough bump. If you have the clubs for it and you use the good enough ball, like if I'd had a Titan in this example, I think I would have been able to reach here quite nicely. Then you're going to play that rough bump as you saw me playing around with. If you don't have the capacity, 4 bars of back, 1 to 2 bars of left spin here, and you can absolutely make a good run at it I call this the bounce over method. So I kind of wanted to talk about both ways to play the second shot, and you can kind of be the judge of what works best for you. And yeah, all in all, this is still, you'll see here, not a bad run at it. Gives us a chance, maybe, just a little bit. We would have had it. I'll see you on hole number 4. Welcome to hole number 4. And this one here, we're trying to get a lot of distance on this drive. I am bringing a Titan ball and an extra mile, max top, 4.5 top, and 2 bars of right spin. I play the shot 10% maximum adjustment. And you're going to see here, we push this one back up to max after that 10% max adjustment. So there's the adjustment. Here's how we push it up, line that ball guide straight, and just push it right all the way up to maximum distance. I give this one quite a lot of overpower. Depending on the level of your club, you want to go about 50 or maybe 75% overpower, giving it about a half to 3/4 of a ball of right curl, depending how you look at that one there. And the idea is to fly past that bunker and just rip it down the fairway, a little too long, and you could put yourself in trouble, but there's a lot of fairway to work with here. Second shot then, depending on the distance of your drive, you're either going to have a thorn at minimum distance, as you can see, or maybe an end bringer or a wedge play there. I'm going to try in the tournament to get myself into wedge range. However, a couple bars of backspin here, 10% minimum adjustment with my sniper, and you're going to see, even with this strong 4.1 crosswind, you can have quite a bit of success on this hole. You just need to line it up and knock it down. So like I said, 10%, and we're in that minimum minimum range. Of course, we'd be in a max wedge range. And just make sure when you set this shot up that you bounce on the green. So depending how close or how far you are, don't bounce on the fringe or the fairway here. It's really got a big, ugly slope. And it's just not really even, so it's going to put you in a bad position. But like you can see here, we get it done, baby. We're going to get some drops. That's for darn sure. I'll see you on hole number 5. Hole number 5, par 5, and we're heading to Canada. 3.5 top, 3 right. I've got the quarterback club here. I've got that red ring touching on the right. Take special note of that second bounce. You're going to see it's about 1 ring just before the rough at the top there. You may need to rewind a little bit just to take a close look at that. However, that's what you need to do. Going to give it a lot of right curl here, way outside that right side arrow. What's that, about 1.5 balls, depending how you look at it. You can basically go max right curl. So I did adjust that shot 10% max. And the idea here, of course, is to roll nicely down this fairway and set us up for the second shot. Now, be careful. If you have a lower level sniper here, you might not be able to reach. You really need to take a look at your account. And if you're having trouble with that, then bring a Viper. There's typically more reach with that club. And don't forget the Horizon. You can pull off something pretty cool here with that as well. I'm only giving this about a 1/2 bar of topspin. That's really, what this shot is setting up for me. However, you're going to see, even though it looks like my ball guide is coming close, there is a little bit of headwind on this one. And I think I probably should have gone at like 1 bar of topspin. Nothing wrong with being slightly too long. You just don't want to come in short. I mean, as far as a par 5 goes and getting a solid eagle, this path is a no-brainer. As long as you can hit even great here, which does lose us a couple yards of distance. You're going to give yourself an easy eagle, no matter what. But give it just about a bar of topspin to work with, and we're going to have to figure it out from there in the tournament. Good luck. Hole number 6, par 3, does not get any more Canadian to me than one of these beautiful trains going through the mountains in the winter. 1 back, 1 right, sniper, and that power 0 Marlin is what you want to do here. We're playing this shot 10% minimum distance, and we're going for a rough bump. You want to take a look at the top of your yellow ring, and you want that one to be touching the fairway. This one here is a bit finicky. You do need to play around with it a little bit to find how it's going to work with that tournament wind, as always for every shot. But this one is particularly a little bit picky. I've only ever sunk this shot 2 times, and this obviously is going to be one of them, baby. So this is the outcome you're looking for. Dead pin. Let's go. We'll see you on number 7. Hole number 7, I'm bringing a Zerk here with an extra mile. The idea being that I want to push this one as hard as possible. If you've got a stronger club, use it. 4.5 top. I do give this one 1 bar of left spin. I'm going to make this adjustment actually at 0% maximum distance. Change that to power 5 there. And you see the clean little adjustment here. We're going to push this one right back to max, and I'm going to give it maximum overpower. Because of that bunker, just a little bit up the way there, I give this one a tiny little smidgen of left curl, like about a 1/4 ball, I would say. And you want to try to really hit perfect here. It's definitely important anytime you're going to overpower. Get that one nicely down here. Now, you will see there is not infinite fairway to work with. If you have a bigger club situation, be careful. You could definitely run it on through. But as you can see, 400 yards, baby. We're setting up beautifully here for second shot, Endbringer School. And now, I am playing with a Firefly. However, I think that, you should always use an Endbringer. If you've got one, it all depends on the account you're playing with. So 20% at slider. For whatever reason, I decided this one should be 81%. So it's not, it all depends how it's going to work out for you. That's why you need to practice these shots, take your time, and learn how they're going to play for you in the tournament wind. No matter the example, you always need to work it out, baby, so we can get those booms. We'll see you on hole number 8. Hole number 8, par 3, and this Wiseacre Ranch is just awesome for rough bumps. So this time we're going to play about 1/2 bar of backspin with a navigator and a sniper, and I'm adjusting this shot with 10% max. Even though we're not quite in full maximum distance because of this crosswind in this tournament example, this is just the way this shot plays. So I'm going to adjust approximately 2.3 rings here. And you do want to have that top of that yellow ring just touching the fairway. So you kind of find these commonalities in how we set up these shots. It's good to find routine and a solid rhythm that works for you. You might do things a little differently, but just learn your style and stick with it. You're going to have success along the way. I'm trying to get as many drops as possible because there's a lot of hard par fives in this tournament. Let's go, baby. We'll see you on hole number 9. Hole number 9, speaking of difficult par 5s, this is one of them. You need to get as much distance as possible here. So I decided to go with a big topper, max top, 1 bar of right spin. You can see this fairway kind of drifting from left to right and to counter that right to left wind. So max overpower here. If I didn't push to max, push back to max here and just let it fly. You'll see there's like a big fairway up on the fairway, a big fairway. There's a big shadow on the fairway. And I'm trying to reach it just as a little bit of a marker. We're not going to get there, but you see that's like as far as you can get is the best thing to do. So second shot here, we need to get creative. And I decide that the Horizon Club here is going to be a great way to play it. You know, I'm going to end up with, I think, about 4.8 bars of topspin, 2 bars of right spin. Just get this one to the green. Don't try anything fancy. You know, there's other ways you can try to play this hole, and by all means, if it works for you, make it work for you. But I like to just sometimes take it easy. I think this is the kind of tournament where we're going to get a lot of scoring in the par 3s and the par 4s. The par 5s, yes, if you've got some overpowered clubs and ball choices, you might be doing that too. However, I think the average rookie player here, especially on hole number 9, this is a great outcome. You bounce, you get to the green. I wish you guys the absolute best in this international party. Don't forget, hit that thumbs up button and subscribe to Erelic Gaming. We'll see you on the course. Good luck.